people. I hope you are safe and well, and welcome back to my channel and for part 2 of how not to lose your beep. So if you haven't watched part 1 already, head over and do that. This way. Watch part 1, where I talk about journaling and how I use that as a tool to keep my cool and my patience, and also to express what's going on for me. And if journaling really did call to you and you gave it a go, please leave a comment below. It would be lovely to get a conversation going about how that works for you. And if you didn't, that's absolutely fine too. And number 2 is another tool that you can use alongside your journaling, or as one that just works for you in a different way. This one is super simple, but I think it's really important to bring it in at the beginning because, well, we forget to do it. And it's actually really, really easy. Top secret. Shh. It's breathing. Oh my gosh. Shakara. It's that simple. I can just go now. Bye. No, seriously. Breathing is so important. It obviously keeps us alive, but we don't consciously breathe. We spend our whole time just rushing around doing, like all the time, and we don't actually consciously breathe. Our body's doing a really good job of keeping us alive, but when we consciously breathe, when we stop and take notice of our breath, it can be so healing and rewarding. It's amazing. And I'm quite resistant to it sometimes, and when I'm getting myself all in a bit of a really letting all of my lower brain stuff take over, and I'm just getting a bit and someone says just breathe, I don't want to, but I know that it's the most important thing I can do. It's just so key, and especially when it comes to our relationships with our kids. And again, like with the journaling and like with everything that I'm going to share with you, you can use these tips to build your relationships and strengthen your relationships with yourself, with your children, and with your family and friends, and even with just people you meet in your life. But when we're talking about losing our cool with our kids, this is absolutely valuable. So, you know, when you start feeling triggered and your kids are doing something that is feeling like it's gonna trigger you and you might be losing it, just stop right where you are and breathe. Just like in through your nose and out through your mouth, and notice where you're at. If you can do that in the same room as them, that's also going to give them that skill, and you can communicate it and you can explain, I'm going to breathe right now because I'm feeling a bit triggered. Give me a minute to think about that. I'm going to breathe and just connect to myself. And they'll start doing that too. What a great gift for them. What a great set of tools to have at such a young age. Or if you need to take yourself away, Mummy's going to go and take herself away. Feeling a bit triggered, I'm just going to go and breathe, and then I'll come back and we'll come back to this. Nothing is urgent enough, unless it's an emergency, that it needs to be dealt with right then and there with a triggered mindset. What you want to do is you want to go off, take stock, and come back when you are calm and you've breathed. A lot of the time, what we're bringing to our losing our cool with our kids is not even about our kids. It's about past stuff. It's about childhood things. You know, for me, my deepest one is not being heard, not being listened to. So if I've asked for something to be done or for some help and it's just met with a blank, vacant stare or just not even responded to, oh my gosh, I can feel this rage rising. But it's not all about them. I can sometimes bring up all of that other 30 years of stuff as well. So when we can step away and take a breath, we let go of that stuff again, and we can come back to the present moment and the present situation. You're not bring a ton load of stuff like at your kids, because that's not fair. It's not fair. And we're not just going to go bleh. How many times do you do that? You say something, you're like, could have said that a bit better. Because we're not working consciously, we are just verbal vomiting at people. By doing this breathing, you're also going to learn more about yourself again. This is something I'm so passionate about, is more self-awareness, more conscious responses, more conscious living. So taking one deep breath is going to be really helpful because it's going to slow you down and you're going to be more aware of where you're at and you're going to be more conscious. One deep breath will help. 3 will be like a magic number. So if you can take 3 deep breaths, very much like this, we're breathing in through your nose, and hold, and out through your mouth. Then you can release whatever is going on. If you can do that 3 times, that would be amazing. Also, after that, if you can, just to sit for a minute, just to notice your breath going in and out, and it will bring you down, it will ground you more out of your head into your body, and you can make better choices and respond so much better. And there's a whole load of science about why this is amazing, but I'm telling you to do it and feel it, and you'll notice that. You can read the science too if you like, but this is my gift to you, of just crack on, just try it out. This gives you a really wonderful chance to connect more with yourself. And if you can do that more consciously, you're going to lose your cool a little bit less. And it takes practice, a lot of practice. So this time, I've been able to keep it really short. It was a goal this time to do a shorter video, but it's not because it's not important, it's because it's really simple. We just need to do it more consciously. We breathe for life anyway, so let's just breathe more consciously and bring that as another tool to connecting more with yourself, more with your friends and your family, and more with your children. So if any of this is resonating with you right now and you feel that you want to share this with someone else, please do click the share button down below and subscribe and like and all the jazzy stuff down here. And please do comment underneath if you have been using the journaling, and if you have any other ideas, I would love to hear them. It would be so great to get a conversation going about living more consciously and parenting more consciously and connecting more to ourselves. It's so lovely to connect with ourselves and with other people. I'm really enjoying this journey right now, so please do all the jazzy stuff. That would mean so much to me, thank you. So have a wonderful day, and yeah, I will be doing a part 3. Let me know how you're getting on. Mwah!